Under fire, Maharashtra Revenue Minister Eknath Khadse has decided to take the Dawood phone call investigations into his own hands. Eknath Khadse has asked one of his close aides, Gurumukh Jagwani, to verify the telephone number from which he got calls in Karachi. He's asked him to verify whether that number actually belongs to Dawood Ibrahim Khaskar. Jagwani is a Sindhi and he has family in Karachi. Jagwani has also been asked to verify that the address listed in call records is actually that of Dawood Ibrahim Khaskar in Karachi in Pakistan. India's intelligence agencies have already confirmed that the telephone numbers are listed in the name of Dawood Ibrahim Khaskar's wife, Mehjabeen Sheikh.
लेकिन दाऊद के बारे में सर ये भी जानकारी आ रही है कि हिंदुस्तान में भी कई लोगों से वो संपर्क में है, फोन पर बातचीत, महाराष्ट्र के भी कुछ नेताओं से बातचीत। हालांकि चूंकि ये सब जांच का विषय है, मुझे पता है कि उस पर सीधे टिप्पणी से आप परहेज करेंगे, लेकिन क्या जांच ऐसी नहीं होनी चाहिए कि अगर वाकई हिंदुस्तान में अभी भी उसके कुछ ऐसे लिंक्स हैं, कॉन्टैक्ट्स हैं, तो उनको पहले रोका जाए? उन पर
कहीं पर यदि उसके लिंक्स यदि पाए जाएंगे तो मैं समझता हूँ कि हमारी फोर्स कार्रवाई करने में पीछे नहीं रहेगी, हम कार्रवाई करेंगे उस पर।
Senior editor Sahil Joshi now joins me from Mumbai for more on this story. Sahil, there is a Maharashtra police investigation underway already. So what is this investigation that Eknath Khadse is carrying out on his own? And anyway, if calls have been made to him, what is the legality of his own investigation into this matter?
See, of course, there is no legality in this, but it looks like that Eknath Khadse wants to have a parallel investigation when he had some source in Pakistan, especially his close aide and BJP MLC, Gurumukh. He has contacts in Karachi because his own relatives stay in Karachi, and I have confirmed this with the concerned BJP MLC, and he has told me that yes, he has relatives in Karachi, and he has asked those relatives to confirm whether that particular number belongs to Mehjabeen Ibrahim, who is Dawood Ibrahim's wife. The landline number belongs to them. The address which was mentioned in that particular letter, the call details letter. So he has even asked to confirm that as well. So he is kind of helping, that's what he was telling me, that he's kind of helping his mentor, Eknath Khadse, in this particular regard. Now, surprisingly, Mumbai police themselves investigating this particular matter. The landline number was confirmed, no one else but by the intelligence agencies of the country, and despite that he wants to have a parallel investigation. It looks like that he himself is in a hurry to have a clean sheet in this particular case, and he could not get a clean sheet because the new revelations made by India Today and the hacker in this regard. So the investigation is right now on. Just to add to the point which I was trying to make is that the person who was leading this investigation, the Joint CP Crime, is now the ATS chief. So there is a bit of a confusion now that whether the ATS team will be doing this investigation or the investigation will continue with the crime branch.
But this is
yet
strange.
to be sorted.
This is strange. Also joining me is India Today Group's managing editor Rahul Kanwal. Rahul, this is strange. Calls are understood to have been made or learned to have been made to Eknath Khadse on his number. He himself is carrying out an investigation. The Mumbai police initially gave a clean sheet. Then they're saying we're investigating this. There is lack of clarity on this issue, Rahul.
Gaurav, this is not strange. This is bizarre. This is totally unbelievable. At a time when the ATS team in Mumbai is investigating Eknath Khadse's links with the calls coming from Dawood's Karachi residence, the minister himself is under fire from all quarters. He's decided to launch his own probe. One party colleague of his has relatives who are Sindhis. At the time of partition, they came from across Pakistan. He sent them to Karachi to go and verify whether Dawood Ibrahim stays there. We're not making this up. This is actually happening and it is totally unbelievable.
Yes.
The Mumbai police is supposed to be doing this job, but this Mantri is desperate now to find a clean sheet. And let me explain, Gaurav, why this is happening. Because in the first instance, the minister said my phone is switched off. Ethical hacker Manish Bangale brought out the mobile bills till March 2016, which showed that the phone was on. Then he said, maybe I got missed calls from Karachi, but I didn't speak to anyone in Karachi. Then we found exact time of the call, the exact duration of the call, the exact cost of every call. 7 such call details were brought out from January to March 2015. Then that one excuse went bust. Then he said, maybe my phone was cloned. Then we had top cyber experts, hackers coming out and saying you can clone a number once. You cannot successfully clone a number again and again and again and again. That doesn't happen. Then we saw Eknath Khadse come out and say, maybe somebody used voice over IP. It's called magic, he said, snooping, where a voice over IP call was made to make it seem as if Dawood was calling me and I was speaking to him. This call wasn't coming to me. But we've spoken to senior officials in the intelligence agencies and to top hackers as well. And Gaurav, this is common sense. If there is a voice over IP call, it's a data call that happens through internet cables, through broadband. It doesn't happen through the GSM network, the cell phone tower network. It will the call will appear in your mobile bill only if it goes through the GSM network.
Yes.
If it doesn't go through the GSM network, it's a data call, like a WhatsApp call, like a FaceTime call. That call never shows up in your mobile phone. Now, when he can't find any other explanation, he sent Jagwani, his very close associate, to send his relatives to D13 Clifton, Karachi. Now, this is the same address, Gaurav, which is mentioned in the dossier that our NSA submitted to the Pakistani NSA. This is the same dossier which the United States has put out because Dawood Ibrahim is now a globally designated terrorist.
Yes.
So what the minister is trying to do is not just strange, it is unbelievable, it is totally bizarre.
It's absolutely, it's farcical. There should be an investigation by the Mumbai police, if required, by a central agency, as the Aam Aadmi Party is also demanding, because this is an investigation that has cross-border ramifications. This is conversation that is allegedly taking place with a designated global terrorist and an underworld don, Dawood Ibrahim Kaskar. The BJP, of course, is defending Eknath Khadse. A short while back, I spoke to Dr. Subramanian Swamy. Let's listen in.
No, as far as Khadse is concerned, I've checked what the thing is. There are no outgoing calls from Khadse's phone. So obviously anybody can telephone into your telephone also. Maharashtra government has set up an inquiry. But prima facie, if there are no outgoing calls on those numbers, then one cannot say that he took the initiative. Now, question is, somebody calls from abroad and he says, I'm Dawood Ibrahim. It's not going to take 1 second. You're not going to put the phone down. You'll be curious. I mean, how is he? Is he faking it? Where are you calling from? So 5-minute conversations doesn't really matter. I don't think in the case of Khadse there's anything substantial.
But it's not just one 5-minute conversation, and I put that question to Dr. Subramanian Swamy. While the BJP, Rahul, may try and defend its Maharashtra Revenue Minister, but there are questions that he needs to answer, and more than him, it's for the Maharashtra police to carry out an independent investigation and tell us the truth if people in India are in touch with designated global terrorist Dawood Ibrahim, Rahul.
Look, Gaurav, at how the tone and tenor of the Maharashtra police and the BJP is changing. Subramaniam Swamy says, I've checked, there are no outgoing calls, there may be incoming calls, anybody can call anybody. But Dr. Swamy, the duration of the calls on an average is more than 4 minutes 30 seconds. The calls are happening late at night. If it's just a random call, I get a lot of irritating call marketing calls. You, I'm sure, get the same, and so do our viewers. You cut the call within seconds. If you get a call from a random nobody you don't want to speak to, that call will last 10 seconds, 15 seconds, 20 seconds. Anybody speaking for longer than that is doing so because he wants to have a conversation. Any call that goes on for 4 minutes is not an irritating random nobody calling you. It's somebody you want to speak to. Let's look at facts. Let's get them right.
Yes.
So that's point number one. It's somebody you want to speak to. It's not a random call. What we are seeing now, Gaurav, because of the compelling evidence laid out by hacker Manish Bangale, the goalpost is constantly shifting. Now they're somehow trying to say, okay, we can't disagree with the fact that calls were made, but maybe it got cloned. Maybe somebody hacked into the phone. Constantly the goalpost is shifting, whereas they should realize that their lies have been caught out, that their defense is being busted. That is most significant, Gaurav.
Absolutely. Rahul and Sahil will continue to track this story very closely. For the moment, gentlemen,